Hello, my name is Sullivan Albeg, and I am going to be showing you guys how I coded in Bash in my Cyber Patriot class. So, what you're going to first want to do is, what we did is we downloaded our Bash files if we go ls, on our Python folder. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go cd, and then I'm going to go Python, right? So, what I can do now is I'm gonna click up arrow so I don't have to type everything out. So one thing that we did was we started with the ping command. So what ping's gonna do is it's basically gonna send out a message, and if that message is received and sent back properly, what's gonna happen is it's gonna show with a 1 and 1. So I'm gonna keep going back here. So here it says one packet transmitted and one received. So that basically means that there's connection there, and that tells us that the thing that it's talking to is alive, basically. So it's telling us that location is alive, right? So this IP address is alive. The next thing that we did was we went, okay, now let's like automate this so we get all the possible ones in our thing, in our like out of all the IP in our system for our IP addresses, right? So what we do is we're saving it in this IPS file. So if I do backspace, I'll just backspace out of this real quick, and I go ls, you'll see that I have these files. This is for the bash scripting IP sweep, and then these are two different text files that we've stored things in, right? So the next thing is we're gonna open these files with mousepad, right? So I'm gonna go up and mousepad. Okay. So what's in here is this. This just gives it its color. So if one equals that, so it's basically just like this right here is gonna be our it's gonna be our conversation kinda, and what's it called? Like our variable if you're using normal Python scripting, or argument. That's better. So if this equals this, which is nothing, then you forgot an IP address. So that basically means if someone types in here, Control C, go up, because we did this. If you don't type anything at all, here, gotta keep here. No, gotta keep going. Sorry. There. It's gonna say you forgot an IP address, so it's gonna be like, okay, this is what you should do instead, right? Which would be if we go up here, you guys see that I entered this in next, here, and then it's gonna show us the two possible IP addresses, and I'll explain that in a second. Here, I'll go back to my mouse pad. Oh goodness, sorry. There. So else, which is so if you do enter an IP address, we're going to look. So this is only if we enter the first three, right? So then we're looking for the fourth, right? So it's basically going to search it's going to go through 256 through all of these, and it's going to basically ask them, are you alive? Are you alive? Are you alive? And if they're alive, they're going to send something back. If they realize that something's back, they're going to mark it here, right? So that's how we know that it's alive. So it's basically just like confirming that these IP addresses are active and on your console, right? So I'll go back here. So another thing that we did was, sorry, I gotta keep going back. This is some stuff that we recently did. So for mouse, so this right here, so what we did here, I'll show you guys how we did this. We called these two, and we said, okay, this response greater than, and store it inside this txt file. So I'll show you guys where we did that. So let's keep going up. Should be just a little higher. Sorry, it's still a lot. Here. So we're basically just saying, okay, the result of this sweep, which is looking for these two IP addresses, or just any IP address that's in there, because there could technically be 255 that we're looking for. Save those results in this text file, right? And then another thing that we did, so if I go back up again, sorry, I just rather not type out all this stuff, is So for this right here, when I enter this in, it's going to give us this one thing. And the reason why is because I basically just called what's in the TXT, and I said cut this out, just to leave me with the first IP address, essentially. And then if I go up again, I'll show you guys some other stuff. So if I do this, wait, no, I already did that. Sorry, guys. Here. Yeah. So I'll show you guys the mmap stuff. So for mmap, what happens is if we do this, it's starting the mmap. And so what it does is it's scanning the host computer. And so this is basically another way of searching for these IP addresses and asking, are you alive or not? So it's going through all 256, and it's saying, okay, are we alive or not? And I'll show you guys the other version that you guys can do, the correct version. I did that wrong the first time, but I wanted to show you guys what I originally did. Where is it? Here. Put 0 in there, so it's basically it's going, okay, so all we need is this last one, so it's going to go 256 through each one, and it's found 2, which are, and so it's basically telling you how many are there, and then you would use our before thing, which is the ipsweep.sh, to figure out what those specific IP addresses are, right? And then for the final thing is, if I go up, this. So what this is doing is it's saying, okay, so we're going to go for one IP address, and then that's it, right? So that's what I have for there. And so I actually did this through TCM Securities. So TCM Securities, it provides you with a bunch of notes and stuff. So these are my notes for TCM Securities. So as you guys can see, I have this. I had screenshots of my earlier one. So takes the colon now. I talked to you guys about that, so it just leaves you with this. Yeah, so that's basically it. The 60, this is basically saying, like, okay, we're cutting it to a certain line, and as I told you guys earlier, the ping, it's basically just telling you, like, we're asking if something's alive, right? And for ping IPC, C1, it's basically just like, okay, we're going to send one packet. Because if not, it gives you a whole line of, if it like constantly keeps sending out packets, and then the IP address keeps sending it back. So it's basically just like constant communication. But if you just want to know if it's active or not, you're just going to want to do ping IP-C1. All right. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching my video. Have a good day.